Daily Diet with Father Pascal.
O Lord, send forth your Spirit and renew the face of the earth. When the Spirit comes, he will convict the world of guilt in regards to sin, righteousness, and judgment. For he will take what is mine and declare it to you. It will guide you in all truth. The celebration of the Pentecost, that is the descent of the Holy Spirit upon the apostles and even the Blessed Virgin Mary, is the culmination and the completion of the whole Paschal mystery and the Paschal event of the Passion, the death, the crucifixion, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. The incidents and narration of the event of what took place in the upper room can be conveyed in the Acts of the Apostles chapter 2, how the Holy Spirit descended upon them like a tongue of fire, and how they received the gift of God, and how they went out boldly with all form of courageousness, and they spoke and preached the gospel to people. For the burning expectancy of the last 50 days and the persistent emptiness was suddenly fulfilled in the apostles. Now, the Holy Spirit's function is to bring to the consciousness of the world three basic things. First, a correct perception of sin. Second, a correct perception of righteousness. Third, a correct perception of judgment. And I will add the fourth one, a correct perception of truth. The work of the Holy Spirit is to open our eyes and enlarge our ability to see. He always begins with sin and righteousness and judgment. One's ignorance of sin, righteousness, and judgment will ultimately bring us eternal hurt. The Holy Spirit is the remedy. So, are you convinced of sin? Are you convinced of Christ's righteousness? Are you convinced of judgment? Once you are convinced of all this, it means you are under the conviction of the Holy Spirit. The breath of the Spirit on the apostles by Jesus reminds us of the initial breath of God at the early creation that made man alive and active. However, that breath, that spirit was fouled by disobedience and the sin of our first parent Adam. Now, the breath of Jesus to the apostle was to renew that spirit, that the face of the earth might be renewed. In that way, the Spirit will again show the world the correct perception of sin, show the world the correct perception of truth, show the world the correct perception of judgment, and show the world the correct perception of righteousness, that they may not again sin against God and offend His divine majesty.
Daily Diet, nourished by His words daily.
Nourished by His words daily.